South Africa's cases have dropped. There are very few hospitalizations, hardly any deaths. United States is opening flights back to South Africa. South Africa has approved the boosters. They are stopping the contact tracing isolation nonsense. They will test only the symptomatic people. The people who had tested positive without any symptoms can come back to workforce much sooner than 10 days ending their isolation. At least somebody is listening to our videos. Regarding India and Omicron, in a nation of 1.35 billion, after 4 weeks, if there are 300 odd cases, there are only 3 possibilities. First, that it has come and gone. Second, it cannot spread in India because of the herd immunity. And third, it is yet to come. I think the second is true, but for argument's sake, let's assume the worst, that it is yet to come. And that is the government's fear. If that thing is short lasting, if the peak is very high, it will catch a lot of people and it will put the vulnerable people in the hospital. So this could be like raging fire. So you are facing the raging fire. What are you going to do? Run away, hide in your room and say, I'm not going to let the fire get me. I'll let carbon monoxide finish the job. No, you cannot isolate the fire. You have to extinguish it. You have to meet it head on. And you have 4 fire engines at your disposal. First is boosters. Second is kid vaccines. Third is Evusheld. And fourth is Paxlovid. Some people who are managing it, if they ever watch this video, if they have to Google Evusheld and Paxlovid, that will be a monument to the feebleness of our response. But let's quickly look at one thing. If a person is not symptomatic, why test him? For 2 reasons. One, to protect him in case we have to give him any treatment. What treatment? If the oxygen doesn't drop, there is no role for steroids, no role for remdesivir. There is no other medication. The other 2 monoclonals may not work against Omicron. Only sotrovimab will work. What other treatment is there? So you test him for another reason, to protect other people from him so he doesn't give to other people. But amongst all the other people, if most of them are low risk and they are not going to get the serious disease, so whom are we protecting? We are only protecting 2 groups of people who are much higher risk due to immune suppression and those who are unvaccinated. So at the end of the day, what it boils down to is, rather than killing the economy, we have to just isolate and protect these 2 segments, the unvaccinated and the people who are immunosuppressed or who have weak defenses. So I have a simple idea, and this might come little harsh. Lockdown only of these 2 groups, the unvaccinated and the immune suppressed. And I have a simple idea that will also get these people off the lockdown in one day. So hear me out. Now, people who are not vaccinated, I hear you. I understand you. I can feel for you. I can understand your pain, your anger, your frustration, how people are treating you, how they're talking about you. I understand. I get it. I get it. You know these vaccines were developed quickly. You are worried about the side effects and understand all that. But what is the choice? What other choice do we have? So I will say lockdown only the unvaccinated and the immune suppressed. And the immune suppressed can get out of it by getting that injection of AstraZeneca. AstraZeneca has an injection now which is already approved in other countries. That injection works against Omicron, keeps these vulnerable people safe for 6 to 12 months, just one injection. Now, people will say, oh, AstraZeneca, foreign. AstraZeneca made Covishield, which is India. So these people who keep talking spewing hatred and nonsense like these foreign companies, this and that, they should take their 4 supporters and leave social media. Go away and stay away. Don't come back. We don't want you. Really, we don't. Enough. Enough is already enough. So this shot, it is not a vaccine. That can also be offered to unvaccinated people. If they want to come out of the lockdown, they will take it. It's not a vaccine. It's a treatment. They take treatment. They have to pay for the treatment, and they also have to pay for the treatment of 2 immune suppressed people. That's it. The government doesn't even have to spend a dime. The pandemic will end, no lockdown for anybody. They just have to approve the medicine. So today we have 2 choices. What would you like to hear from the authorities? First choice is, they will say, People must keep wearing masks, which is true. People must keep wearing masks. They have to keep washing their hands frequently. They have to use the hand sanitizer. They have to continue the COVID appropriate behavior, where they have to continue the vigilance. We are all in this together. The third wave is coming in February. We are doing the oxygen. You don't drop down your guard, and so on and so forth. That is one thing. Second thing, what we can hear is happy holidays, Merry Christmas. We have approved the boosters at risk. We have approved the kid vaccination at risk. We have approved Paxlovid at risk. We have approved the AstraZeneca shot at risk. Immune suppressed people can take it. Unvaccinated people may need to be locked down. The new year is coming. We are going to be the manufacturing powerhouse of the world. End of the story. Two choices. What would you rather hear? I rest my case. Ravi Godse.